Hello, good evening. It is New Year's Eve. It is currently 11:40 p.m. and I am here. I turned down all my invitations to the many parties, and I am here to read you my New Year's resolutions. I got this notebook specifically for this. It was the only small notebook I could find. I think it's kind of cute though. It feels waxy? I don't know. And yeah, I have 38 resolutions for you, ranging from stupid to less stupid. So let's just get started. Number 1, figure out my hair. This is a bad example because it looks kind of good right now, but I've always had problems with styling my hair. Parts of it are wavier than others, which you can actually see. And I just don't know how to bring out the waviness. So one thing I want to do is just figure out how to make my hair look more put together and nice. Number 2 is to write a song that I don't hate. Specifically in here, I put write a song without it curdling from the shame, because that's what it feels like. It feels like I write a song and then I'm embarrassed by it. It's just like. Number 3 is stay out of love, which I know sounds cynical, but I more mean by that is that I don't want to enter into something that is gonna just hurt me again. So I would like to either stay out of one, or if I end up in one, for it to be something that I know is good and to feel like I can trust that person. Okay, number 4, sew something. These have very varying degrees of seriousness and accomplishability. Is that a word? Accomplishability? Yeah, I've always wanted to sew, and I never have. I've just always been scared to start. So I think this is the year I finally start to sew. And not only that, but sew good stuff that I actually want to wear instead of just sewing pillowcases and stuff, because that's what I've done in the past. I'll start and I'll just learn really basic stuff and then I get bored instantly. So I don't want to do that. Number 5 is get and stay in better shape. I like how I am right now. I'm not insecure or anything, but I think I could be a little bit healthier. So I want to just feel a little bit better. I don't have an ideal weight or anything like that, just a general better feeling. Number 6 is like my face when I'm not doing photo face. I don't know how to describe this. Basically, when I'm in photos, I pose like this, or this, or this. And I want to like my face when I'm not doing those specific 3 faces, because when I see candids of me or whatever, I get freaked out, and that's not a good way to live. I don't want to be at my wedding being ew, not the candid of me being happy that I'm married now, so yeah. Number 7 is go to a new state. I've been to a couple states. I'll put the number up on the screen when I count. But I haven't been to that many. I've been to more countries than states, I think. So I'd like to go to a new one, maybe Missouri, because it's close to where I go to school. But yeah, some new state. Number 8 is leave the country. I can go to a country I've been to before. But yeah, I'd love to go back to Europe. I've always wanted to go to Japan. That's not going to happen this year, though. Or even just Mexico or something like that. I just want to leave the country. Number 9, I'm going to keep to myself. Number 10 is to stay out all night. I mean, I go out at 8 p.m. and I don't come back until 6 a.m. Or I can sleep over at someone's house, but I don't go to sleep until 4 or 5. Stay out all night, which is not my normal thing. I'm very much a morning person. I'm not really a party girl, but I just want to see what it's like. I haven't experienced that yet. So number 11 is go a day without opening Instagram. Pretty self-explanatory. And then number 12 is go a week without opening Instagram. I'm trying to become less addicted. It's so hard, but I'm getting better, so I want to just keep going on that. Number 13 is don't take down YouTube videos. I'm trying to start doing this. I've wanted to be a YouTuber for years and years and years and years and years, and I've just never really committed to it. So this is the year that I'm gonna really try, and I'm gonna give it a year and just see what happens. Okay, number 14 is get a job. Pretty self-explanatory. Number 15 is see at least 10 movies in the theater. If a new movie comes out and I don't see it in the theaters, I won't see it. It's happened so many times. There was that movie with Florence Pugh and Andrew Garfield that I wanted to see so bad, and then I missed it in theaters. I was all right, I guess I'm not seeing it. I way prefer to see things in theater. So yeah, I want to see 10 movies, which feels like a lot, but I can see the Bob Dylan movie soon, and then that leaves 9, so I'll figure it out. Number 16 is understand James Joyce. And James Joyce in this case is kind of like a straw man for just a lot of like male authors that are like very like heady and that I have a hard time getting. So I want to understand those books and not feel like sometimes when I'm reading Kafka or something, I feel like I'm reading it and it feels like I'm doing math instead of like reading. So I want to get past that to the point where I'm really enjoying it like I do other male authors. Like I love Albert Camus and people like that. It's not like I don't like reading deep stuff. I do. I just like there's like another level that I haven't quite reached. Number 17 is go to more concerts than last year, and according to my like list that I have every concert I've been to 4 this past year, like real concerts. And the definition of a concert is kind of vague, but like I don't feel like just like a random band playing at like some bar is a concert. Like it has to be like a certain level of production. Number 18 is do something like really stupid that you'll definitely regret. Yeah, I don't know. I think bad experiences are like even more important than good experiences in some ways. So I want to have like some really stupid, dumb experience. And yeah, just kind of figure it out from there. I don't want to do something like horrible. Like I don't want to really hurt myself. I don't want to hurt anyone else. But just like a very like basic, like, oh, I did that. I shouldn't have done that. That was dumb kind of thing. Okay. Number 19 is get or at least pick out a tattoo. I have an idea of what I want. Like I have a style I like. I want something colorful and small and cute and probably kind of hidden. But I want to pick out something and then by the time I pick it out, I'll probably wait a little bit before I get it to make sure I really want it. So I might not get it this year, but yeah, I want to at least have it picked out. 20 is drive a car that's not yours. I don't know why I wrote that down. I think it's kind of like it implies something interesting has happened if you're driving a car that's not yours. You know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know. 21 is cook/bake something involved. By involved, I just mean difficult, like more difficult than just like, you know, making cookies or like cooking like lasagna or something like that. Like something that like takes some skill to do. Number 22 is get to know a professor. Like I feel like my first semester of college, I didn't really like talk to any of my professors outside of class like at all. And I want to like feel like I have a connection with at least one of them. Like we can talk after class or even like see them outside of school or something. I think that would be great. 23 is become a regular somewhere. I just think that'd be cool. 24 is visit a national park, preferably a new one. I've been to Yellowstone. I don't know if the Redwood Forest count. The Grand Canyon, Bryce Canyon, Zion. But I'd be willing to go back. Preferably I go to a new national park. Because there's a billion and I'd like to go to all of them. 25 is act in something. I'm not a great actress, but just like be in some theater production in some way would be super cool. Even if I was like an ensemble member or something. I just love theater. I think it's so fun. 26 is write more letters. It's very vague, but like I want to be the type of person that sends out like personalized thank you notes and invitations and stuff like that. I think it's a lost art, like sending out like real physical invitations to things. So that's something I want to do. Number 27, I'm not going to share, but I'll let you know if it happens. 28 is take a Greyhound or a train, like a Greyhound bus. I don't even know that there's still a thing. I've never taken one, but I've always like, I romanticize it in my head. And yeah, I just like the idea of like taking an alternative mode of transportation than cars. I like driving a lot, but I'd like to take a train somewhere. I think that'd be really cool. Okay, 29 is get into some fancy private event of some sort. I don't know, get an invite to something cool. Like even if it's like a sorority formal or something, that'd probably be like the most informal thing I'd allow. But yeah, some kind of cool private event. 30, I'm also not gonna share. 31 is sleep in someone else's house. It's not family. Yeah, I feel like that just implies, a lot of these are about the implication. I think sleeping in someone else's house implies, especially if it's unplanned, it implies like spontaneity. Like, oh, I'm just at this thing and like I want to just stay over real quick, and I want to be the type of person who can just be like low-key about stuff like that. I just want to loosen up this year. Okay, we're into the last of them. Number 32 is take a 12+ hour road trip. So that means like driving in one direction for 12+ hours. Like not like the whole thing is 12+ hours. 12+ hours, or I go to like 2 different locations, like 2 different states or something. Like an extensive road trip. because I love road trips. I think they're so fun. So I want to do more of that. 33 is to go to more museums. I love museums and I never go to them. I always look them up when I'm in an area. I always look up like a place plus museum, and I never end up going to one, but I would love to. So yeah, I want to go to more museums. Art, science, I don't care, just museums. 34 is make real friends with a real stranger. Like like someone I don't know at all, not even connected through school maybe. Like completely random person I just strike a conversation with somehow, and then we become real friends. Not just like we make small talk or get each other's Instagrams, like we're really friends. 35 is stop listening to podcasts to fall asleep. Yeah, I've been listening to podcasts to fall asleep for years and years and years, ever since I was a little kid, and I was at school, at this like Catholic private school I went to for a couple years, and the girl in front of me at lunch was watching The Saw on her laptop for some reason at like 12 p.m. And I just watched in horror the bear trap scene. If you've seen it, then you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, don't look it up. It's freaky. And ever since then, for like a month, I just like couldn't go to sleep without listening to something. And now it's been years and I still go to bed listening to podcasts to fall asleep. And like, I just think eventually I'm gonna have to give that up, so I'd like to just stop. Next is use the Joan Didion packing method, which if you don't know what the Joan Didion packing method is, it's to pack and wear 2 skirts, 2 jerseys or leotards, 1 pullover sweater, 1 pair of shoes, stockings, bra, nightgown, robe, slippers, cigarettes, bourbon, not that part, bag with shampoo, toothbrush and paste, Basis soap, razor, deodorant, aspirin prescriptions, Tampax, phase cream, powder, baby oil. To carry, mohair throw, typewriter, 2 legal pads and pens, files, house key. So yeah, basically it was like her little packing list she had when she'd go on short little journalism trips and stuff like that. But I love the idea of it. I love the idea of packing light and reusing stuff, mix and matching. Because I tend to really overthink when I pack for trips and feel like I need to bring like everything. Something just really unique about me. But yeah, I'd like to do that where I just bring a couple things. Joan Didion's like one of my idols, so it'd be cool. Okay, we got last 2 ones. 37 is understand philosophy better and be able to explain my philosophy. So I like philosophy in theory, and I like being able to explain myself to other people, but I've never really found the words to describe what I believe to other people. So I'd like to find that. I'd like to read more philosophy and know what I believe and like be able to tell people, oh, I'm this kind of person or this kind of person or this kind of person. Because I think it helps. And I'd also like to be able to understand other people when they tell me. And then the last one we'll save for a little bit later. Okay, I'm back, and it is 11:59, so I should really read this last resolution before it's the new year and it's too late. 38. Welcome in the new year by talking to myself alone in my room. Well, I can check one off the list. This is gonna be easy. I hope you enjoyed this little journey. I'm probably gonna post this, I guess, today. Happy New Year. But yeah, and you'll probably get some updates. If in any videos I check any of these off, I'll probably put it in the corner of the screen. But yeah, good night. Happy 2025.